I'm your host, Luck Moretti. You're joining me for Frisk Me, Chapter 2. Outside the precinct, you only make it a block and a half before necessity demands that you stop. With a quick glance to make sure Luke isn't following, you make the exchange nearly every New York woman is well acquainted with. The shoe swap. Time to wear my street walking slippers. Out of your roomy, I can fit my whole life in there handbag comes the $5 slippers, and in go your heels. By the time you reach the van, you look a lot less Ava from CBC reporter and a lot more Ava the Oklahoma misfit. Fortunately, the only one waiting for you at this point is Mahale, already halfway through a pack of cigarettes. Oh, he's going for it? A slight Bulgarian accent makes it sound more like a statement than a question. We're gonna ignore that fact. Just I'll say, hook, line, and sinker. I mean, he isn't happy about it, but since when is that our problem? We just need him to talk. This BS waste of time story is handed down from the top of both sides, apparently. So he wasn't exactly excited about it. No, he definitely was not. No kidding. I thought an average cop like that would have gone for the classic, oh shucks, I'm just a regular guy, but if you really think it's a good story, something's definitely off here. Gotta say though, a small part of me was nervous about bringing up that unpaid parking ticket. I guess they didn't know that unpaid ticket was no one-off fluke. Your eyes wander to the back pocket of the passenger seat, bulging with dozens of parking tickets for this very van. Mahale follows your gaze before giving a small smirk. Freedom of the press, baby. I'll say, most of those are for you. Hey, we're partners. My parking tickets are your parking tickets and vice versa. With that, he flicks a cigarette to the ground before pulling himself into the driver's seat. You climb in right behind him. Where to now? Let's head back to the station. You never want to go back to the station. Yeah, and I still don't, but this story is the big time. I knew when they gave it to me that it meant a lot more face time than the higher-ups. So, you think this is it? Do I think this is what? You know, it. The story. The one that'll finally put you in line for the Anchorwoman position. The one thing I've been dreaming of since I moved here. I'll say, it better be. Mahale shoots you a look, barely biting back his usual argument. Oh, come on, you know it is, just say it. Your relentless quest for the CBC Anchorwoman position is the one area you and Mahale don't see eye to eye yet on. He pauses for a moment, choosing his words next carefully. Have you called your parents yet? Not yet. Tonight. Maybe. I'm sure they'll be excited. It is hard to catch the implication in his tone. Look, Ava, I haven't been twiddling my thumbs this whole time we've been working together. I've gotten to know you pretty well, and I'm pretty sure you like reporting a hell of a lot more than you'd like being an anchor woman. If I really believed this was your dream, I'd get behind you. But the more I learn about you, the more this seems like it's your parents' dream instead of yours. I know your parents are practically journalism royalty. I can only imagine the kind of pressure that puts on you. Not to mention the ever-rising pressure from your stupidly hot talk show sister. I appreciate the concern, but I know what I'm doing. That's what I'm worried about. I have no doubt you're skilled enough to get the position. I just hate seeing you miserable once you get there. You're not the type who enjoy being stuck behind a desk. Trust me. Well, thanks. The motion's been noted. Still, I can't believe we get to hang out with the 5-0 for 2 months. I don't like it either, but I can already tell this isn't your average cop. Mahale glances at you, wiggling his eyebrows. You quickly punch your shoulder in response. I didn't mean it like that. Oh, sure you don't. I've seen what this guy looks like. Yeah, but have you seen the video? He was incredible. I glanced at it when it first came out. Camera was low quality, the type of stuff just distracts me. Oh, come on. He was like a real-life superhero. How could you not watch it? Well, maybe it's worth rewatching now that we've met the man. See if we can gain a little insight from hindsight. I couldn't agree more. I'm actually kind of curious on what his heroic video is. Okay, so it's at the Statue of Liberty. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, Mahale? Grainy, shitty-ass movie recording? Pretend for a second you're not a damn cameraman. That is Luck Moretti, son of NYPD's retired police commissioner. Handsome, huh? Oh, and what is that? Is that him running to the railing and jumping headfirst into the stank East River? Both you and Mahale watch as the grainy footage wobbles until his phone focuses over the railing. There you watch as Luke hurls himself over the side before swimming towards a small ladder. A tiny, pigtail girl in tow. Luke hauls the little girl out of the water. Your eyes water slyly, as they always do when Luke realizes the girl isn't breathing. Within seconds, he's by her, performing CPR, and soon the girl's coughing up water and inhaling once more. The tour's camera focuses on the reunion between mother and daughter, but your eyes stay on Luke in the corner of the screen. His chin dips to his heaving chest, his palms against his thighs. As he looks at the girl, something flashes across his face. He's relieved, of course, but there's something else there. Something special. Yeah, it's great. Right? It couldn't be more perfect if it was Spider-Man himself. Spider-Man. Not wimpy Peter Parker. The guy is Clark Kent. You ignore the comment, doing your best to focus. Forget that Luke is tall, dark, and gorgeous. Okay, now look at this one. But there's another one? Holy shit. Pull up a second video taken a couple months ago in the middle of a late winter snowstorm. The frail figure of a homeless man sits along an alley, his back against the wall, huddled from the cold. A familiar figure of Officer Moretti approaches and bends down to speak to the man, his face kind and warm. After exchanging a few words, Luke stands and shrugs out of his winter jacket before wrapping it around the homeless man. Officer Moretti stands, wearing nothing but his uniform, as the snow continues to fall harder and harder. The camera jerks to the side before going black, giving a viewer a sense of spectatorship to the private moment. Okay, you've proved your point, it's good stuff. Mahale puts the key in the ignition, finally bringing the van to life. I just don't see why we have to be the ones to cover it, especially if the guy doesn't even want to be in the story. He'll come around. Once the advertising offers start rolling in, he'll be kissing my 4-inch heels. Which are where exactly? He looks pointedly at your worn-down, walking around shoes. Oh, you know, I've never seen our current news Anchorwoman in anything other than 5-inch spikes. Your point. Just maybe it's time to accept you're destined for the gritty, in-the-trenches journalism, and not the plastic, talky-head thing. And maybe you'd like it that way. Mahale. Okay, I'm dropping it. I do want to be an Anchorwoman. I do. And this story has the potential to be a huge hit if we film it right. Everybody likes a hero, especially a good-looking one. You dig your nails into your palm, trying to forget how every part of you tingled when you and Luke stood toe-to-toe in Brink's office. So, how cooperative do you think Moretti will be? I'll say... I'm not sure. Odd. You can usually peg an interview subject from 30 yards down to how they like their coffee. I don't know, something was up with him. I can't quite put my finger on him. Yeah, I think there's something more to the guy. Definitely, it's probably nothing. Maybe the guy just doesn't love the spotlight. It could be as simple as that. Everybody loves the spotlight. Yeah, damn. And I thought I was supposed to be the cynical storm cloud in this duo. I'm not cynical. Mahale snorts derivatively. I'm not. I don't buy for one second that Luck Moretti isn't secretly patting himself on the back for all of his good deeds. So, what's he like now that you've met him again? Hmm? Moretti, now that you've met him under different circumstances, what's your take on the guy? He's got a face made for the camera. He's objectively gorgeous, and people love that. They'll flock to any story with a pretty face attached. Are you saying you're a fan? Nope, just an objective appreciator of anything that can help our story, Mahale. So, did he say why he did those things? Throwing him in the river, giving his coat to a homeless guy? You can't help but groan at the admiration in Mahale's voice. Oh god, not you too. What? You actually think he's a hero? I mean, we don't have to get kind of romantic about it, but the guy went above and beyond. He deserves a little credit. Well, we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out. The day passes by rather uneventfully, and soon you're back home, comfortable in yoga pants and a loose-fitting t-shirt. Ava, your mom's calling. Who is this? Your blood pressure is already rising as you head into the living room to rescue your friend from the clutches of your mother's call. Your friend mouths the words, "Good luck," as you lift the phone to your ear. Ava, dear, finally you answer. It's been ages since I've heard from you. That's Mom, alright. 1 second in and already complaining. Sorry, I've been busy. I should hope so. You're almost 28, dear, and you're still working the silly reporter position. You're not getting any younger, you know. If you don't start putting in the work, you'll never reach the heights of your father or I, not to mention your brother and sister. Ah, we didn't even know about a brother till now. Christ, it's the same thing every time. I barely can take this. I should just keep your mouth shut, because you're not going to backtalk her, let's be honest. Not worth arguing with her. I might as well just let her wear herself out. Not like putting up with her is a new experience for me. You need to keep in mind what family you're representing. Your sister has done wonders with her talk show, but we both know being a host doesn't compare to being an anchorwoman. You have the chance to really have a career worth pursuing. We both know I was on track to be an anchor for the evening news before I got pregnant with you. That is... Ah, she inwardly blames you then. Or outwardly, actually, too. Inwardly, you stifle a groan as she recites the story again. I still don't know why getting pregnant stopped her career, or why she blames me. Plenty of famous anchor women have kids. It's not my fault she couldn't handle it. Anyway, I just want you to make sure you know what you're representing. Of course, Mom. You say your goodbyes, cutting her off before she can launch into another tirade. Beth is already at your side with a hefty glass of wine as the cell phone call ends with a definite click. You're biting your nails. Sorry. Don't be sorry. Calls from my mom set me on edge too. And mine isn't, a nightmare. Yeah, something like that. How come you didn't tell her about Officer McCarty? Two things. First off, I don't feel ready to tell them and hear all this. This is your big break enthusiasm until I'm sure how I feel about it. And secondly, we're calling him Officer McCarty now? Oh, come on, I've seen the videos. And did you see that story in the Times, the one where they caught a picture of him laughing with his brothers? The whole family can frisk me any old time they want. Pull yourself together. You're already engaged to one of the sweetest guys in New York. I know, Christian's great. That doesn't mean this guy isn't a looker. He's hot, right, in person? He's... good looking. From anyone else, that would be an epic understatement, but coming from you, it's something. What do you mean, coming from me? I mean, you're overdue, past ripe. Look, I'm just not in a place to fall in love right now. it, I'm not like you with your big wedding coming up. Work is crazy enough as it is right now. Besides, actually falling in love seems to be the one thing I don't seem capable of. Ever. How about after you finish this big story, then you let me take you out to meet some guys? I'll say maybe. I'll give you a hesitant maybe, but that's the best I can do. Yay! Yep, yay. I don't know why I'm so resistant to the idea of finding someone. Maybe my parents' Fox Sable relationship turned me off. Or maybe I just had one too many boring boyfriends over the years. But lately the idea of marrying has been less and less appealing. The more I feel like I'm supposed to want it, the less I do. Beth, do you think I'm completely screwed up? Ah, the old am I screwed up question. Don't worry, I ask myself that every day when I wake up. Well, if you are, nobody can blame you. Your family's a piece of work, and you still turned out fabulous. You have to forget the crazy fam and do what you want to do. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Meaning? She doesn't know what she wants to do besides what her parents tell her to do. Meaning, what if I don't know what I want to do? But I'm not ready to say that part out loud. Not even to Beth. Dad, you quickly changed the subject. So, did you find out about that band Christian Light for the reception? Are they still available? As expected, Beth is only too happy to launch back into an in-depth talk about her upcoming wedding. And for the next hour, you're able to let yourself forget, if just for a little while, that despite your life looking perfect on paper, you feel utterly, totally lost. I know them feels. Trust me, like I said, every day. Every day. Am I doing right? Am I doing good work? Am I shit? What's going on with my audience? Who, what, when, where, and why? The whole 9 years. Trust me, I have those same feelings. Life is a complicated mess, and without further ado, if you want to help at least reassure that I'm doing alright, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Or, well, may I say subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And without further ado, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.